All right, hey, what's up, Patriots? You know, we're never really ready to do all this, but we're live. How's it going? Today is Today is the 13th of March, 3/13, if numbers mean anything to you there. And day 1,163 of getting ignored by our entire Congress. We're just gonna get started here, slow start. I'm still kind of getting ready. I got a bunch of memes that people have been sharing with me, and I'll get some memes going, and then we will get into some J6 Freedom Corner news and updates. So kick back, Patriots. Slow start here. I'm gonna load up a couple memes because I don't know how to do this while we're not live, just because I haven't sat down and figured this out yet, apparently. But man, I got a bunch of memes. Everybody's sending me cool, funny memes and poignant memes, and I heard the AI can't read them, so let's go with them. Oh man, there's a lot of them. Okay. I think I got them all. Let's just go with this one, man. This is just irrelevant, but man, is this a cool car or what? That's a Ford Galaxy. Heavily modified. And I just thought this was the most beautiful thing I've seen in the last day. Totally set up for track racing. A video on YouTube. Hey, Stormbringer, how are you, buddy? Hi, Cleo. Hi, Docs and Grandma. We're doing a slow roll start here. I got a bunch of memes, and then we'll get to talking about stuff, but we'll wait for people to show up. Hi, Annette Park. Hello, Bonnie. Made it. All right. Is that notification working, Bonnie? Awesome. American Patriot News had a great broadcast this morning at 10:30. Highly recommend tuning into those guys in the morning, getting involved with the chat. Got a great chat going there, Storm. And they got some good mods in there. Excellent people to meet. All Patriots I hope to meet someday. And just like yesterday, we got a lot of news to cover here. So we're going to be doing, I don't know, an hour at least here. Hi, Deb for Freedom. Well, I guess I better get my watermark. Oh, my watermark's covered up with the car picture. Okay. Hi, Two Finger Typer B. Bonnie, no, you just chanced upon it right at the right time today. We're on a little bit early than normal. All right, might as well start trying to drag these in here. Let's see. First of all, this is the funniest thing ever. That's the thumbnail for this video today. I don't know if you remember the old Nirvana album. This is a spoof on the Nirvana album cover right here. Hi, Kathy Richardson. How's the grandbaby? Or how's your grandson? Had that appendix removed. We're praying. All right, you got We Need Pete. Yeah, I've seen her in there, Storm. Awesome, awesome. You had that goofy Lars guy in there. I don't know. I just blocked that dude, Storm. I don't got time to read his dribble. The dude has to learn how to use shorter sentences or what. Because, man, it's hard enough listening to Matt and Romeo and then reading the chat, reading what chats are posted in the video. It's tough. And that guy, Lars, just puts me over the edge. I can't handle him. I blocked him on my personal live feed. All right, we got Bruce Levings, I think, just went live. Had a good time in the Bruce Levings chat yesterday. He's our one of the newer live streamers in the network here with Patriots. And he's been doing some good live streams at night. Good place to chat. Yeah, you do well with them, Storm, though. I mean, you handle them pretty good. But man, my eyes can't take it. We were exploring the possibility of, in Bruce Levings' chat last night, of just using capitals all the time. Because all of us we're all old people mostly, and the all caps is just nice. I'm not going to think you're yelling if you use all caps, okay? Just put it that way. It is a lot easier to read all caps. Okay, Kathy Richardson's grandson is still in the hospital, but doing okay. Excellent. Excellent. All right, let's drag one of these in here. All right, we got the Barry Loudermilk investigation going on right now. He is the chairman of the Committee on House Administration. Got to keep track of all these things. This is a Barry Loudermilk, representative from Georgia. He is the chairman of the Committee of House Administration, and they are presently doing a investigation on these people that you see on your screen. This is the sham J6 commission that was broadcast on primetime TV for the world to consume, and they hired a Hollywood producer to do this. I think this whole sham ordeal, propaganda, brainwashing project cost us millions of dollars, and they claimed it was a bipartisan committee. Of course, Liz Cheney, she's very Republican. We got Raskin and that guy that cries all the time sitting next to him. They're Republicans, apparently. And so this was a bipartisan commission. And what they did, they brought a liar in. They brought a liar in there who testified. Her name is Cassidy Hutchinson. And she claims that Donald Trump jumped into the front seat of the beast, grabbed the steering wheel, and tried to choke the driver. And that was what they broadcast on their primetime show that they put on for America. And the driver then of that limousine testified to these same people and said everything that she said was a lie. None of that ever happened, and they hid that evidence. So right there, you know, right there is an example of right in your face, public humiliation, America. They don't care what you think. They're going to have these sham investigations and just do whatever they please. So Barry Loudermilk's investigation did release a statement. It looks like from the statements that he has made that this investigation will continue, and it won't stop until the American public knows what happened on J6. So I hope that this is a real investigation and all that. Yeah, we know that, Pert. That's what she said. She said somebody else. She said that he said, right, that was the investigation, that these people on your screen right now felt was important, that we should all know. And it was all a lie. It was all a lie. Another lie. All right, how do I get this in here? There we go. Okay, and just don't forget the 2020 election was still rigged. And here's just a little logic exercise you can go through in your mind. to try to imagine how in the world the same results came in from that election. Imagine flipping a coin 4,645,908 times and getting heads 52% of the time, okay? And then at 3 a.m., you start flipping that coin 154,000 times, and it's 100% tails. Well, that's a prime example, exactly, of what the results in Michigan were for the election on November 3rd, 2019. It was a farce, America, and we're done ignoring this. It's taken 3 years, over 3 years now, for our representatives to even start paying attention to this. And here comes Barry Loudermilk and the rest of them. They're going to save us less than a year before the next election. So they made us live through this for 3 years before they started doing something about it. I hope you see what the writing on the wall is here, America. They're not going to come and save us on this, on any of these issues. They've already stalled for over 3 years before coming out and finding the findings that we knew 3 years ago and stating them as if they're going to come and help us out now. So this is one of them things, Patriots, about calling Congress, okay? I know it's an exercise in futility. A lot of the times it always feels like that. But at least these phone records, at least these email records, at least these letters that they have received will remain a witness against them. They may ignore tens of thousands of phone calls every day, and we don't even know if they're ignoring them. But these are phone records, these are email records, and just start firing them off to every representative that you had, whether you voted for that side or not. We got to call them up and make them aware of the ridiculous stats that came out of the 2019 election, man. That's private information, dude. I don't need to tell you that. And among other things, I mean, I got 5 items here that we could call Congress on right now. And I just did call my congressman again today and let him know about Barry Loudermilk, his colleagues' findings on the House Committee on House Administration. I had all the words lined up the right way for him, you know, so I could leave a message. I had to leave my phone number, my address on the recording machine. It's in there. It's a record. Somebody called and said, hey, Barry Loudermilk just found out a whole bunch of stuff about the J6 committee. How about a real investigation? How about another reason to call? Hang up the phone, call them again, and say, hi, I'm calling back again. How about we close that border right now, and why are you guys talking about TikTok while the border's wide open and we're being invaded? How about letting all the J6ers out that this J6 commission didn't find any evidence for? Right, Cleo. Our phone calls let them know we know. And they're somewhat of a permanent witness so that when this all comes out, we're going to find out how many times they ignored patriotic Americans seeking truth, sifting through all the lies, and getting in contact with who are supposed to be their representatives. How many times did they have to ignore us? Okay, here's a great picture, just because I like it. I forget who this girl is, but she does she had a YouTube channel about 3 or 4 years ago. I'm not sure if she's still around. But she was a big Second Amendment advocate, strong woman, doesn't fall for all the feminist garbage that's out there. She likes being a woman. She likes being armed. And an armed, patriotic woman is safe. You know, she can at least defend herself. She was going to college at the time. So we're just going to go through some memes here. Okay, this is from Tucker Carlson. I kind of cropped off the top there, but this is from yesterday. In a classified briefing this afternoon, attended by officials from the Biden Justice Department, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez claimed that Elon committed election interference in 2022 by changing the algorithm on X to alter the results of the midterms that year. Not coincidentally, the anti-TikTok legislation now being debated on the Hill, out of all the things our legislatures could be talking about right now, they're talking about TikTok, would allow the federal government to force the sale of any social media platform that interferes in elections. Just so you know what's coming in 2025. And lo and behold, they just unanimously had a bipartisan vote to pass this legislation today, folks. You got to call your congressperson right now and say, do a U-turn on this. This is socialist countries are countries that the government comes in and makes you sell your business for whatever reason there is. It may sound like some type of a good idea to keep TikTok off the airwaves. We all know TikTok is a Chinese spy tool. But then again, isn't YouTube, isn't Google, aren't they all? They're all that. Don't let them trick you, but they're trying to get this one in. They're pulling a fast one on us right now. This requires a call today or tomorrow. Or forever hold your peace. Next thing you know, they're going to be able to take your website down. They can go after websites, your individual websites, if when they pass this, if this becomes law. So this should be, I guess, a vote for the Senate, because I believe now the Senate will have to pass this in order for it to clear, and then Biden will have to sign it into law. So far, this has went through the House. 352 for and 65 against. Anytime these clowns are coming together unanimously like this, heads up, writing on the wall. Yeah, please be a nice troll pert. Be nice. Yeah, the president decides which companies are owned by a foreign entity. Exactly, MAGA McKenna. Exactly. RFK considering Aaron Rodgers and Jesse Ventura. All right. It'll be interesting to see where RFK Jr. ends up in all this at come election time, man. All right, what else we got here? Oh, yeah, and then there's always this. Look, honey, Project Bluebeam. Is this what they're getting ready to do? This one's just kind of funny. And the AI can't figure out what we're trying to say with this. I love messing with the AI. I just thought that was funny. They're going to fake the rapture. Do they have the technology to fake the rapture at this point? Okay. And how about this, man? It's a lot easier to tell yourself a hero. To tell yourself you're a hero than it is to realize you were complicit in the biggest fraud in history. Figure that one out, AI. What are we trying to say, AI? Hey, third of its kind. All right, MAGA McKenna's reporting. Just in, police investigating suspicious package outside the U.S. Supreme Court. Interesting. Hi, third of its kind. How are you doing? I'm hoping you're getting better. You were just attacking that virus, though. You weren't. Oh, goodness sakes, Pert. Come on, man. Soiled her pants. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Get real. Get with the program. Country's going down the tubes, dude. All right, the January 6th will go down in history as the day the government staged a riot to cover up the fact that they certified a fraudulent election. There it is, right there. That's all you need to know. That's the truth, and we've known this was the truth for a long time.
Come here.
Oh, all right, third of its kind. She's feeling better. Excellent. Yeah, she does the workouts, man. Third of its kind. Never forget, January 6th will be the traitor holiday. Never forget what traitors can do to your country. We just lived through 3.5 years of it, patriots. Never forget. Never forget. It's been happening for a long time. His administration was not a presidency. It was the continuation of a crime spree, I might add. Yeah, did you see Pence get that gold coin that day? I saw it. It's amazing. Something as simple as receiving a gold coin in your hand can tell you so much. Oh, we've seen that one already. Here's a cool picture. Check this out. I just thought that was cool. I don't know if that's computer generated or not, but every once in a while, things just line up perfectly for a shot like that. Third, you're not going to be an old woman for a long time, though. And that's right. Take control of your health. Definitely. That's the smart way to go. There we go. That face you make when you tried to kill everyone and accidentally woke them up. It'll be good to see him go, huh? Created a computer virus so he could come up with the cure for that. And then he gets into medicine. All of a sudden, this guy is giving medical advice to the world. What has happened to us, America? Hi, Tina McCloy. We're just goofing around with some memes for a little bit, and then we'll get into some news. Yeah. I think I got that one already. There we go. Genuine American president. The cheap Chinese knockoff. Okay, here's a good question. God, sorry, American Patriot News, I poached this one off of you. If the SCOTUS ruled for Trump to be on the ballot, then they believe there was no insurrection. If there was no insurrection, then release the J6 prisoners. Post if you agree. This is on APN, American Patriot News Channel. Thanks, Ridgeline, for sending me that. I think these are a couple Ridgeline sent me. They were good. They were good. Let's get real, people. These families that are family members of the J6ers are in dire straits, man. You're crushing them. They're at the bottom of your corruption pile right now. We need to get them out of there. There is no excuse for any more delay, especially you Republicans. Here we go. The snake and Mr. Dithers, or whatever that guy's name is. All right, paying taxes to a government that is representing foreigners instead of me is taxation without representation. How about we all consider that as we enter tax season here? April 15th is the day you're supposed to have all your tax work done. I always wait to the last day, you know, and then send it in. Time to reconsider that possibly, Patriots. They're using the money that we send into them to keep our border open, to house these illegals, to give them incentives to come here. Our money is being used against us. This is a huge injustice, a huge public humiliation ritual. Here's a great example. We got one First Lady of the United States, speaks 5 languages, or had one. And we got Dr. Jill. Right in your face, America. Did we vote that in? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, so thank you everybody who sent these in today. That was awesome. I really appreciate it. That helps get the word out here. Whoops. All right, hold on. There we go. All right. How's our network? Everything good here? That's bright sun there. So yeah, I'm never really like ready to go when we get going on here, but we just get it going and go. All right. Okay, Mike Lindell will be presenting his case to the Supreme Court tomorrow. Okay, I'm not familiar with that. All right, Deb for Freedom. All right, so here we go. Family Dollar and Dollar Tree to close 1,000 stores after a $1.71 billion net loss. So they put every mom and pop store out of business, gave you a dollar store or a Dollar General, and now they're closing those. See how that works, America? They don't care about you. Okay, thanks, Deb, for Freedom. There it is. I erased it on accident. Okay. The Capitals help. All right. I don't feel like I'm floundering anymore doing this stuff, but it's still not secondhand nature yet. Good one, third. Yeah, can we deduct them? Right, we're supporting them, right? 7, well, who knows what the number is now? I keep hearing huge numbers, man. 7 million, 9 million, 12 million. Who really knows how many they're letting in? I like that third, thanks. Okay. Let's get to it. We had a great night at Freedom Corner last night. Let's not forget why we're here. Freedom Corner, J6 Vigil, outside the Washington, D.C. Gulag, where we have had 1,350-something people run through the courthouses in D.C. with a 100% jury conviction rate and a 99.5% bench trial rate of conviction. Kind of crazy. No other court case in history has been so successful with conviction rates that are that high. This is now the largest DOJ prosecution in history. Okay? So maybe it's time people should start paying attention. All right, and okay, Deb for Freedom, thank you. Patriot Mail Project has 1,354 defendants in the database, plus 26 over the last 2 weeks. They're going gangbusters. They are arresting J6ers faster than they ever have right now. I think that requires a call to your state representatives and your federal representatives, man. Especially when we got Barry Loudermilk looking into this. And all kinds of other investigations. I can't remember all the names of the committees and who's in on them. And we got an incompetent president sitting there. They did an investigation on him. He is either incompetent or he's a criminal. There is no alternative way to look at the information that has just been presented in the last 2 days through Robert Hur to our Congress. That's the facts, folks. That's what the investigation showed. And yeah, they're arresting people faster than they ever have right now. So no stopping them. Call your state representatives. Call your state attorney general, perhaps. I know Pennsylvania has over 75 J6ers from here. It would be nice if our government worked for us and tried to defend our constitutional rights. I kind of thought that's what the job of an attorney general in each state. So there's 50 attorney generals in America right now that haven't done a damn thing about protecting constitutional rights for the people that live in their states. 50 attorney generals stood down and didn't do a thing about this. Greg Rubenecker is no longer listed in Loretto in Crescent, PA. All right, so he's on the move. We got a report. Deb for Freedom let me know today that, well, man, now I forgot what it was, Deb, already. Jake Lang and Samsel are in New York City at the Epstein jail. And then in Philly, we got Maccabee, and Fellows is still at the Philadelphia prison, downtown Philadelphia. Any patriots in either of those areas, now would be the time to stand up and start getting in their face down there at that prison. Let them know they got some hot potatoes in there. There's a bunch of pissed off Americans because you got some prisoners in your jail. It'd be nice somebody else do the heavy lifting in those cities, you know. Something's got to be done. Something's got to be done. Okay, so last night at Freedom Corner, finally it got a little warmer. It was a nice, weather-wise, it was a nice night out there. And it was great that they finally got some weather, man. They've been dealing with wind and they've been dealing with the rain. It's been crazy down there. Quite the endurance test for the people at Freedom Corner. And we got a phone call last night from Olivia Pollock, man, finally. Olivia's been arrested with her brother Johnny and their friend of the family, her cousin. You know, they grew up with this other guy there. And during that phone call, there was all kinds of interference on the website or the YouTube channel I was watching on. So Deb for Freedom made an excellent short video of Olivia Pollock's phone call. It is awesome. It is an awesome phone call, hearing from a female J6er for the first time. Not the first time, but in a long time. She is in a whole separate part of the prison. She's not with the Patriots, you know, in the men's Patriot pod there. She's pretty much in solitary, you know, her cell. And I don't know that there is a lot of other women in the area where she is in right now. But it was awesome just to hear her. Her mind is still together. She's putting all her faith in God. She is confident that God's got this. And that was an amazing thing to hear. She's been reading books. They asked her if she wanted any books, and she just shared what she was reading with us. She's reading World War II books about prisoners of war. I know I've read a couple of those, and they are unbelievable stories of torture and stuff, and how people got through it in the end. Somebody got a couple of Bibles into her hands, and she was able to pass the Bibles out to other ladies on that side. She said something about she was having a hard time sleeping. She's dealing with a little bit of anxiety in there. And when she prayed about it, she said a peace settled over her mind. I guess she was able to get a good night's rest for a while. Group prayer helps, man. She was involved with a prayer group that was praying about this thing, bringing it to, laying your trouble down at the feet of your Savior right there. And like I say, man, the network was horrible. I don't know how Deb got that whole phone call on one recording, but I guess Tammy and Nicole's YouTube channel had the whole thing. It wasn't interrupted then. It was weird how the interruptions were happening last night, man. It would seem like Sapphire Patriots feed would go down. And as she get hers back up and running, pretty much okay, just a little bit of spotty glitching. And then Stormtrooper went down, you know, and then it was, okay, Ryan hasn't been in Lewisburg for 6 months, and he had been listed in D.C. He hasn't been listed in Lewisburg for months. Did I say Lewisburg? I'm sorry. No, I'm pretty sure Ryan is in New York right now. Ryan Samsel, right? Okay, Deb for Freedom. Yes, at Tina McCoy. All right, there's an address. I'm not sure where that address goes there, Deb. No fooling, Deb. Your stream didn't go down. I didn't realize that. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll bet people were flooding it. I'll bet you might have had a real busy night on J6 Vigils there. Yeah, Samsel and Lang are in New York. Okay, that was the last word I got too, Deb. Thank you. We got a phone call from Taylor John Atakis. It was good. It was interrupted. I didn't get many notes. We got another call from Chris Quaglin. We're still looking for Mark Brew. If anyone knows where Mark Brew got shipped off to, you know, less than 30 days before his trial is to begin, I'd like to know. I'm wondering if they didn't put him in Alexandria or something, because, I mean, he's got to be nearby for trial. In fact, he might be in Lewisburg. They've done that in the past. If it's kind of close to your trial date, they don't want to take you very far, man. Okay, that was Greg Rubenacker's address? Okay, cool. Greg Rubenacker, man, we got to know him on the Lewisburg Vigil, man. Is a young man. He was a musician. I mean, he was getting fairly well accomplished in his in the musical industry. I know he used to have a YouTube channel, but all his videos were taken down. And he's a young guy putting out some good music. It's not like vulgar music. It was just nice, chill, electronic type music. And I'm not sure where you can find his music again, but man, we're looking for good things out of him. And he said he was writing songs while he was in there. We haven't heard any of them yet, but I got to, every time I hear that name, Greg Rubenacker, on that list, the roll call list, it's like, yeah, I got a whole memory floods of Rubenacher in my mind. And there's like 100 names on that list now. And you read the name off, you're like, oh yeah, we got to know him. We got to know her. We got to know them. And it's heart-wrenching, but man, we got to endure it. We got to keep getting the message out so that these people's voices are not ignored, and we got to get some justice. Got to get some justice, man. So really, the star phone call last night was Olivia Pollack, man. It was so good hearing her. She's not down. She's dealing with some anxiety. It's hard to sleep at night, she was saying. And that's understandable, but she's putting her trust in God, and God is giving her relief when she needs it, man. Ryan was listed in Lewisburg. Don't know why. Ryan should be in New York. Okay. Sometimes it takes a while for that stuff to get posted, Tina. I've noticed that too. No one's in Lewisburg right now. Okay, no J6ers. All right. Oklahoma City? No way. Mark Brew is registered as being in Oklahoma City. Because the government doesn't do a great job of updating their posts either, from what I was seeing. That's why I was getting so confused. That's right, Boomer. Write a letter. That is a worthy investment of your time in this battle, you know. Totally worthy. It's what's necessary. If you got money, send them money so they got commissary. Help support them, man. There's another website where you can help the families out. Every year they did a thing to buy Christmas presents for the other kids' children. Taylor John Attakas has a website that he's starting up to help children of incarcerated people. We have a huge percentage of children that are affected by parents being incarcerated in this country. That's getting uncovered through our J6ers. None of this stuff was talked about. It was hidden. It was hidden wickedness, man. Okay, Mark might be in Lewisburg because he's got trial coming up. His trial's April 20th. And in the meantime, there's more trials every single day down there. These are just the few that we're up on. Mickey Nicole and Tammy. Tammy's back at Freedom Corner. It's good to see her there. They are going to court cases in there, just trying to show support. J6ers have said how important it was to be able to just turn around once during their trial and understand that they had supporters sitting in the courtroom, witnessing the wickedness coming from these judges and prosecutions and ineptitude coming out of defense attorneys. It's crazy, man. That's one of the things Chris Quaglin was talking about. He's been trying to get this certified letter out, just mailing a certified letter. I think he's been working on this for 6 months, man. They said it was law. He finally thought it got mailed and then found out, 13 days goes by, they didn't receive delivery. Where's the certified letter? It cost $11 or $12 to send a certified letter. It got lost. And here it's sitting on some white shirt's desk in the DC jail, man. It took the postman to get to the bottom of that one. So they found it finally. Ongoing buffoonery. These are grown-ups running this prison like this, man. It's crazy. Oh, that's awesome, Kathy Richardson. I love writing to them now. I hear a name, I address an envelope. The answers I've gotten have warmed my heart. That is awesome. It is uplifting for you too, right, Kathy? Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, Tina was looking for a halfway house availability for a couple of J6ers there. Greg, right? Greg Rubenacher? All right, and if you want to write a letter, if you think this is your bag, if you think you can, invest some time and lifting up the spirits of a J6er currently incarcerated wrongly, a political prisoner in America. Just writing them a letter makes a huge, huge impact, man. There's some rules you got to become familiar with. It's not a big deal. I don't know if you get put on an FBI list if you write a letter to them, but I've written letters, and who cares? Who cares? They're coming after us next anyways, right? Make a stand, send a letter to a J6er. That's awesome. So yeah, and then Jeff Sable called in, national anthem, talked about some news afterwards. Great night at Freedom Corps. Another night in a row. That was vigil number 591 in a row. Awesome job, Freedom Corps. Awesome job. It ain't easy. It takes a lot of money. It's a team doing it. Teamwork. All right, we'll get into some news here. Right on, Kathy. Thank you for standing up, Kathy. Yeah, and we got Patriots all over the man. Tina McCloy, keeping tabs on the computer with where they're shipping these guys, when they're shipping them there. All this, it takes so many things. Not one Patriot Mail Project needs help doing what they're doing. They need financial help. They need people helping them too, and hunting information down. All right, Ridgeline says, the first letter is hard. Don't know what to write, but it gets easier. I think any message about being not in that jail, if they can read your letter and escape that jail in their mind for 20 minutes, that is worth it. That is worth it, man. I think just letting your kids draw pictures for them was a huge thing. When I was in the convoy, we got hundreds and hundreds of pictures from children across America that they just sent in, and they had a box of them there. They had hundreds of them. And you just go grab one or two of them and just look at this picture a kid wrote about, thank you for saving our country. Thank you for making me not have to wear a mask at school. All that stuff, man. Our children need to understand what's going on here too, but and it's a heavy duty topic. I mean, you may not want to share it with your children, but have them draw a picture. Or your grandkids. Just draw a nice picture of your house and send it to a J6er. Even those are just heartwarming, man. Amen. Oh, Kathy, your 9-year-old granddaughter loves to write and draw for them. That I'm telling you, it hits you in the heart, man. You know why you're in the fight when you get a letter like that or a picture from a kid, man. They are so precious. All right, C4, we'll see you at the gulag later on. Thanks for helping out on the channel too. Thanks for modding for us. There's another way that you can jump in. If you're watching some people need mods, man. We're getting so many new YouTubers that there's always a need for a mod. So it's not that hard to figure out. Check out what the mods do. If you're not modding right now for somebody, possibility that you can step up and help a new YouTuber out with the modding responsibilities. Because in a perfect world, we wouldn't need mods, but we got these things called trolls. We got trolls. That's a real thing. That's America 2024. There's trolls that live. They're like misery vampires. They live on misery. Oh yeah, she yells still there. Your granddaughter yells still there when they sing the anthem at school. That's awesome. Yes, Debbie V. I sent pictures to a J6er in the BOP. Can't remember who. They sent it back because they don't allow colored pen or ink. All right, so make sure, yes, there is some restrictions which are listed on the Patriot Mail Project website. And certain prisons have different rules. The jail at the Gulag in D.C. technically isn't under BOP, the Bureau of Prisons circle of authority. They're actually more like a county jail for D.C. So I think there's different rules for the Gulag than there is. They're similar, but there are small. Basically, you can't send, all right, here's the way I understand it, all right? You can't put a letter in that's more than 4 pages long. It's got to have an envelope that doesn't have a stamp on it. I don't have any with me right now, but you got these envelopes you get at the post office that has the stamp printed on there. I think that's a requirement. 1 color of ink. How can you send them a picture if you can't do multicolored pens, though? Or pencils? And then you can't send them a photo or anything like that. That would be too much. They just wouldn't know what to do. They could be, trying to foment a jailbreak if you send them a photo. Okay, each Dead for Freedom. You can also go to the BOP, look up that prison, and see the rules. Okay. So the Patriot Mail Project will have the prison that they're listed in, and then to be specifically sure, you can look up the that specific prison. And I know you Google that prison's name, and it will have that information in there. You got to scroll down and find it in there, but yes, I've seen that myself. DC and the J6ers in DC are under the Marshal Service. Get pre-stamped postcards at the post office. Gulag is a jail, not a prison, right? Yeah, trolls are like chiggers or bed bugs. That's why we like getting rid of them once at a time. I mean, imagine if you could find that one bed bug crawling into your house that day, you would kill it for sure, man. Get it out of there. Don't let it in to breed. Okay, Debbie B says, I just scanned the pics in black and white, but they were prettier in color. Okay, so you can photocopy, you can send photocopies. This is good stuff to be talking about, just so we all know. Awesome. Makes it a little easier with the information that we need. Hello, Sylvia. We're just kind of messing around. We just did the J6 updates. Had a lot of network problems last night, so I didn't have a whole lot of information, but the star event of the night was Olivia Pollock calling us. That was awesome. Buffering. My numbers look good here, Storm. I don't think I should be buffering according to what I'm looking at here. Okay, so okay, so in the news here, we'll jump into some news. The events in Haiti are getting kind of crazy. Not sure what to make of that stuff. There's a lot of information coming out of there. The prime minister fled the country, came to America, and then a day or two ago he resigned as prime minister of Haiti. So they are currently leaderless there. And there's all kinds of stories coming out about cannibalism, all right? I couldn't tell you if this is true or not. This sounds like one of them goofy stories. They'll bring up an element to a story and insert it into the talk so that everyone's talking about cannibalism now, instead of the fact that the Clintons got over $13 billion to rebuild Haiti after the 2010 earthquake and hurricane that they had, the double whammy that they had down there in 2010. Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation was put in charge of the money that Americans charitably wanted to send to Haiti, and it all just disappeared. Very little of it has any type of shown results on the ground. They built a couple of example houses on how they should rebuild, but that's it. No neighborhood rebuilt. $13 billion down the tubes. Remember, we could have built a wall all the way across the southern border for $5 billion when Trump was president. We just gave Hillary Clinton $13 billion to go into Haiti and help them out. And Haiti is in the midst of an absolute civil war revolution right now. There is anarchy in Haiti right now. And then all this stuff about cannibalism is coming out. So I don't know. And then there's information saying that we're going to start seeing a showdown between Florida and the Florida National Guard and FJB's bootjacks. He wants the Border Patrol to allow any Haitian immigrants in. Apparently there is a Haiti flotilla forming, or has formed already and is on its way here. Florida State wants to take their National Guard down there and turn them away. They do not want to accept immigrants or refugees from Haiti right now. And FJB appears to be making a posturing to make a stand against the government of Florida now about immigrants coming into the border, similar to what he just did in Texas. So we need some live streamers down in Florida right now. All of a sudden, live streamers in Florida have become a priority. I do know there's a couple of our live streamers are down there that we've met. We got Carrie's Musings is down there, Aruba Dive Girl. I think C4 Freedom. Are you down there? But I don't know if you've live streamed before. But events are happening down in your neck of the woods right now, Patriots, that we need people to kind of keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on down there. Are there troops involved? I don't know. It just seems like it would be easier to dig for information down there. Sometimes local newspapers will put out information that isn't just on the whole internet, you know. So if we could ask our Florida Patriots to start paying attention to that event, Haitian refugees coming in or anything like that, I'm all ears. Let's hear what you got down there. Okay. Oh, you got a message on Sunkist here. Oh, man. Okay. So, all right, man, that's excellent news, Sylvia, that you actually got to talk to her. Okay. So she's got her hands full down there. Her niece got hurt. Sunkist is sick, waiting for a surgery. Tina McCloy says they used the money to buy labs down in Haiti. Yeah, the Haitians hate Clintons. And I remember the Haitian prime minister, when Trump was running for president, came to America and said the Clintons are crooked as hell. We're not getting the money that you guys are sending. It was out there 6 years ago, at least. The 2010 earthquake, that was 14 years ago. And whoever stole all the money is still walking free. Where's the investigations on all this stuff? Where, you know, was the Clinton Foundation one of the first NGOs? Here's a great way that they're accomplishing illegal tasks that they want to do through NGOs. And then government money is funded to these non-government entities, organizations. So how can you call them an NGO? I didn't get it when the Clinton Foundation took over the relief efforts for Haiti when that all happened. That was first kind of like a weird thing. Why are they doing it this way? But the U.S. government didn't just send FEMA down there, you know, for instance. So, yeah, if we can find some live streams. I've been told that Bannon and Newsmax has reported on this potential Haiti flotilla, but I want to wait till I verify that before I truthfully report anything on that. But I did get word from one of you guys about that stuff. Oh, and here comes Baldy. it just flew over. Cool. All right. Bald eagle just flew over. Dead for Freedom found him. Way to go, Dead for Freedom. Mark Brew is in FTC, Oklahoma City. This is not his final destination, so it's probably not right to, if you send a letter to him, by the time it gets to him, he may or may not be there. That's the case. He is going to eventually have to come back to D.C. very soon. This is a huge problem for Mark Brew because his trial is coming up on April 20th. And how are you? And he's representing himself also, so he has to organize stuff. He has to have documents ready. He has to send mail. He has to receive mail. It makes representing yourself pretty much impossible. Okay, Cleo. Newsmax did a short story about the flotilla from Haiti. Okay. Right, if you write Mark Brew there, but it's good to know where he is, and that's odd that he's all the way down in Oklahoma. So imagine what he just endured. It was at a bus ride in handcuffs on a hard plastic seat from Washington, D.C. down to Oklahoma. I'm sure that was pleasant, right? Yeah, Cash Kelly did some time there too, didn't he? He had some great information about the diesel therapy and the accommodations in Oklahoma City. Horrible. They're horrible. Okay, then we got this other bill before our House of Representatives right now. And they thought it was the best thing since buttered bread, I think, because they really voted in favor of it, 352 to 65, man. When in the world do Republicans and Democrats come together so unanimously like that? Imagine that. They came together and voted for this bill. What was it? Oh, it's the TikTok bill. Oh, okay. The TikTok bill. They're coming after your websites now. They want to demonize TikTok, and they've been programming us to hate TikTok all along, when TikTok ain't no worse than YouTube or Rumble or Google or Amazon. Anything on a phone or a computer, they're watching you, right? They're gathering information on you. So is TikTok. But for some reason, they made TikTok the boogeyman here. And then Congress, in the middle of an invasion, in the middle of record-breaking inflation, in the middle of 3 world conflicts all across the globe, in the middle of the highest gas prices in recent memory, they decided to hammer down on TikTok. The audacity of this is staggering. And there's another call for you. What in the world are you guys doing talking about TikTok when we got 9 million illegal aliens that just entered our country? We got the Biden migrant crime all over the place. I just found out today my local police force is down 42 officers in the city of Lancaster today. They're down 42 officers. And last week, they just decided to make Lancaster a sanctuary city. What do you think they're planning on there, Patriots? Where's the money for 42 officers that they're not paying for going? What's happening to all the money that was in the budget to pay for 42 extra police officers like they wanted to, and that's why they're 42 short? Where's all that money going? But Congress decides to vote on TikTok. This is a Trojan horse type bill. It makes it appear that they're doing something for us, but why are they barking up this tree right now? Because they want to cut down on election interference, right? And what this will do, the government will be able to come in and say, you have to sell your social media company if you partake in election interference. The government will come in and make you sell your business. That does not sound like a constitutionally run republic, free country. That sounds like Venezuela. That sounds like North Korea. For God's sake, America, wake up. This is happening here now. Just yesterday. Yeah, Lancaster's been a lot of Puerto Ricans moved here back in the 80s, man. But I'll tell you, I worked with them. They're not bad. They're not bad people. They came in here legally. They jumped through all the hoops. They learned English. They're people that come in legally. That's what America's built on. We're not anti-migrant. You know, we have an amount of people that we allow into this country every year. We expect them to assimilate, but that's kind of been pushed to the side now. You're supposed to come into America and celebrate your cultural diversity still. Why don't you come to America and celebrate being an American? So yeah, this TikTok bill, that's a phone call tomorrow. I guess it's passed the House, and I'm just guessing to say it's probably got to go to the Senate now and get passed over in the Senate somehow. Of course, and then we just had another Republican just drop the bag. The people in a state voted for a Republican to represent them, and he's retiring before the end of his term, man. So yeah, much craziness, people. We've been inundated with propaganda all our lives. It's hard to discern what is true, what is not true, what's real information, like the cannibal stuff in Haiti. It's a little hard to believe, but it totally could be true. But we'll have to see, man. Ken Buck from Colorado resigning. Yes, that was Ken Buck there, Ridgeline. And Ken Buck was one of the holdouts recently when 5 Republicans wouldn't vote with all the other Republicans on, I can't even remember what, to impeach Mayorkas, okay? So here we go. Is Mayorkas still in office? Oh, yeah, he is. Okay. Well, wait, I thought we impeached him. Well, yeah, they did. But, well, why is he still in office? I struggled with this for 40 years, America. 40 years. We impeached Bill Clinton. Why is he still the president? Oh, the Senate has to pass it too. They just make this as confusing as possible. Okay, Deb for Freedom, a new J6er. New J6er, Thomas Osborne. He's down in Clearwater, Florida right now. They just picked him up. Okay, so he will be getting transferred up to D.C., no doubt about it, for his hearings and his upcoming hearings. Okay, Patriots, in case you're watching this later and didn't get a chance to see this in the chat, our sister, Sunkist, has been ill for quite a while. And silly for him, has just recently was able to talk to her. Her niece fell and broke her leg. Oh my goodness. And has had 3 surgeries so far. So hopefully she's wrapped up on the leg surgeries. And then Sunkist needs a surgery that she can apparently put off till her niece is okay. We're all going through it, Patriots. Some of us worse than others, that's for sure, man. Well, I don't see anything else here. Did I go over the Barry Loudermilk Committee on House Administration findings of Cassidy Hutchinson's testimony was refuted by the people she was testifying about. Cassidy Hutchinson was the star witness of that sham investigation that was aired on prime time for your viewing pleasure. Oh, And then Fannie Willis's name is in on Loudermilk's report here. Fannie Willis on the J6 Commission? What's going on there? But yes, Fannie Willis, the notorious attorney down in Georgia now, colluded with the Select Committee. So I don't know how she got linked up with that. That committee was, what, 2 years ago? So these people have been plotting and planning to go after Trump ever since he ran for president 7 years ago. It's over 7 years ago. It's time this stuff ends, and hopefully it will end, because now Ronna McDaniels is not the head of the RNC purse strings anymore. Ronna McDaniels, notorious rhino, was in charge of hamstringing a bunch of Make America Great politicians that were trying to run for office. She made it impossible for them to get funding. She funded other rhino candidates in those elections. So you thought you were doing good donating money to the Republican Party, the RNC. And then Ronna McDaniels was making sure the people that you wanted that money to go to wasn't getting it. So here's where we get into how we got to behave in the future. Beware of giving your money to a giant organization like that. Donate directly to a candidate if you can. Donate directly to Trump. Trump is soliciting for donations right now. There's a commercial making the rounds on Rumble, I think, where he's asking for money, man. So if you can, if you believe in Trump, send him $25, man. Yeah, he's a billionaire, but holy smokes, he's stepping up for America right here, right? Kathy Richardson says, Buck forced an election. Lauren Boebert was running against him, but can't do the primary unless she resigns. There's Colorado for you, right? RNC means represent no conservative, right? Get rid of, all right, it is time for a haircut. Yes, there you go. We'll start the haircut fund today. I am currently looking for enough time to run up and do the haircut. I'll be working on the van tomorrow. Hopefully get that thing running. It should be simple, but I just got to think it through, get to the bottom of it, and do it. So much going on. There's plenty of distractions to not do that stuff, right? I'm scrolling through chats here. I don't know, Pert. Who's Mark Meadows? I don't know. It's too hard to keep up on all these names. I don't like the amount of data space I got to store in my head, man. To mull it or not to mull it. Hit 1 to cut it off. Hit 2 to let it go. Priscilla says, let it go. Okay. What's this? Breaking 88 pages of ATF records from the DOJ in a lawsuit show the CIA deployed personnel to Washington, D.C. on January 6, 2021. Okay. The ATF is now involved in J6. Thought it was just the military, just the Capitol Police. We just thought it was the FBI, and now we got the ATF in the mix. I don't know, Pert. I don't know. Too much to compute. All right, we're like 50-50 on the haircut here. Oh, my goodness, man. All right, see if I got any other notes here. Yeah, we're still digesting the Robert Hur testimony from 2 days ago. It's amazing the spin the MSM put on that to obscure any information that came out in that, man. They got people's heads spinning now. And basically it comes down to, is FJB mentally incompetent to the point where he can't even stand trial, or is he, and therefore should not be president, right? We would imagine that if A, then B, right? If he is mentally incompetent, that he couldn't even get through a trial. And when you read the transcript, he said, I don't know, I can't remember, I don't care, like over 100 times. And that's the president of the United States right now. So either that's true, in which case he should be removed from office, or he is a criminal because he did break the law on many, many fronts. He was keeping documents in 7 different locations, took them when he wasn't even a president yet. He was the vice president. He left office. He was a private civilian. And then he took documents, secret documents. He let other people see these documents that were top secret documents, that you're not allowed to let anybody see them. They weren't stored properly. And there's just more. It's one thing after another. In which case, he's a criminal and shouldn't be the president of the United States. And here we are, still talking about this crap for over 3 years, man. So there you have it, man. Tina, you're mixing me up with that one, man. Okay, the Ohio Freedom Festival coming up in July. Awesome. March 23rd, Soup Mama is doing a relief effort donation drive for the people that live in Palestine, Ohio, where that train wreck happened. Check out her website. She has a place to donate. She has a place that is currently storehousing daily goods that they need down there. The FJB administration has not offered any relief onto these people yet. A lot of them were forced to move. So Soup Mama is spearheading the relief effort that FEMA and the FJB administration is totally fumbling on American citizens in Ohio. That a terrible toxic train wreck happened in the middle of their town, and the government ain't coming to save them. So if you want to contribute to that, look into Soup Mama's channel. All right. So we are talking on Bruce's chat, and we're going to meet Big D's convoy at the mall, and all convoy into the Freedom Festival on Friday. Awesome. Awesome, Ridgeline. Ridgeline will be there. Okay, the people have spoken. It's still 50-50. Awesome, man. Bringing the kids to that. There's going to be a lot of people at that Ohio. There's a lot of great patriots, a lot of activated patriots in Ohio. I think out of all the states, out of all the patriots I've met over the last 2 years, more of them come from Ohio than any other state. That's awesome. But there are great patriots everywhere. And here's the link. United Freedom Festival, July 26th to 28th, Mount Gilead, Ohio. Start planning your freedom vacation now, patriots. It's the new American culture. Fight for your country. Screw baseball, screw football, screw hot dogs and apple pie, man. Grab a flag, make a convoy, and make it happen. That's what we do. This is America. We love our country, and we will fight for it if necessary. Protect your constitutional rights, right to free speech, right to Second Amendment. Protect them. If you don't protect them, the government ain't going to do it for you. So this is where convoys and freedom festivals, all kinds of patriotic activity will help promote that. Make sure it's a legal vote. Let the chat history tell. Let the chat history be the record here. All right. Yeah, I hope I can make that in Ohio in July. Yeah, Tina, that'd be a good time, wouldn't it? It's pretty far from here, though. I mean, that's a whole day of driving for me. But I don't drive very far in a day anymore. So that's it, Patriots. I really appreciate you guys all joining in with me, staying involved, staying plugged in. Fire up them phone lines, leave a permanent record, get on the emails. I think email would probably be the most permanent record that you could possibly leave there if you could stomach filling in all their garbage information and leaving a comment. But there are many topics to which you should be calling your representatives for now. It is an exercise in futility, it feels like sometimes, but we are making waves, man. Right now, Trump is running on the campaign promise of within minutes of him getting sworn in, he is going to close the border, he is going to drill baby drill, and he is going to get the J6ers out of prison. So glory to God for all our efforts. Thank you, God, for raising us up for this and giving us the courage and the willpower and the resources and able to stand up against this government, man. And we will carry on. We can't drop the ball right now. It's happening. J6 is front and center right now on the next president's agenda. So glory to God, man. All right, Patriots, I'm going to close it out now. And I'll see you in the chats on Sapphire Patriot from Freedom Corner tonight. Stop in and say hello. And stay in the battle, Patriots. This is Jericho, over and out.